Write a function, Christmas tree n, that takes in an integer n and prints the following Christmas tree pattern. So note that the length of the trunk, which is this thing over here, is always 2. So do pause this video for a while and give this a go before taking a look at the answer. So before we start coding, let's try to analyze our Christmas tree pattern. So here I'm going to have 2 spaces plus 1 star. And here I'm going to have 1 space plus 3 star. And here I'm going to have 0 space plus 5 star. And here is just going to be my trunk. So in my trunk, I'm going to have 2 spaces plus 1 star. And same here, 2 space plus 1 star. So now let's do the same for n is equals to 5. So here I'm going to have 4 spaces plus 1 star. And next, I'm going to have 3 spaces plus 3 star. So 2 spaces plus 5 star. I'm going to have 1 space plus 7 star. And here, 0 space plus 9 star. And next for the trunk, it's simply going to be 4 spaces plus 1 star and 4 spaces plus 1 star. So notice that the first line and the trunk is actually exactly the same. So next, let's write our function. So define Christmas tree and colon, and now let's write our function body. So let's say n is 5. So first, let's ignore the trunk and let's print this triangle here first. So one thing to note is that when n is 5, I'm going to have 5 rows. So here, for I in range n. So I'm just going to print I first and let's test this. So if I run this now, I'm going to get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So first, let's try to generate 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 rather than 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I take n minus I, and if I rerun this, I'm going to get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if I take n minus I minus 1, I'm going to get 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, which is equivalent to the number of spaces over here. Next, let's try to generate the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So notice that the numbers plus 2 at every step, which gives us a clue that there's a 2 times I somewhere. So if we run this, let's see what we get. We have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So notice that we simply need to plus 1 to this number in order to get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And here we have it, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So these are the number of spaces and stars that we need for our Christmas tree triangle. So next, let's bracket up these numbers and we multiply it by the correct string. So here we multiply this by a space and we have a plus here. And once again, we bracket this up and we multiply it by a star character. So if we run this, currently we have this triangle. So if we do it with 3, we will still get the correct answer. So let's change this back to 5. So this prints the top triangle here. And next, let's print our trunk. So here our trunk has 2 rows. So let's just simply do that for I in range 2. And I'm going to print n minus 1 times space plus star. And if I run this once again, I'm going to get a Christmas tree. So if I change this to a 3, I'm still going to get a Christmas tree. And if I decide to change this to, let's say, a 8, I'm still going to get a larger Christmas tree with 8 rows here. So one important takeaway here is that we can do stuff like this in order to analyze whatever we need to print in our pattern. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this was clear and easy to understand. See you in the next one.